of Ugandan Olympian Rebecca Cheptegei, who succumbed to severe burns following that domestic altercation. Remember, these members are currently addressing the press regarding that unfortunate demise of the Ugandan athlete who was set ablaze by a friend on last Sunday. The women leaders want the government to take up the issue and see that justice is served for the late Cheptegei. Listen in.
To deal with it under a special program, because women of this country cannot continue being ignored. You know, how many athletes still today do we know of whose cases are still pending in court 6, 7, even 10 years later? Yet we know the perpetrators, they are walking around with cash bills, nothing is being done. And these courts that we have, the gender-based courts that we have called upon the Chief Justice to ensure that we have a timeline also. The same way that the small claims courts have a timeline of 6 months. Why can't we also institute that we have a timeline for these kind of cases? Sometimes you have cases of children who are being raped, and until when they're adults, the case will run from when the child is a minor until when the child is an adult and the perpetrator is just walking around. So I think we need to be intentional as a government and as a community in dealing with gender-based violence so that we can stop mainstreaming and making it normal that femicide is something that is normal. I think those are it's very worrying. Yeah.
Yeah. I also would like to call upon the president. Women in this country are facing a lot of trouble. Being killed, being tortured, even on political arenas. Those who have not built a thick skin like me cannot face men outside there because they are intimidated, they are called names. And we need protection because as women, our daughters are there and our grandchildren are also coming up. They need the protection that the government can give. And we need the space in every area of work. I don't see how one can just kill a person. If you are fed up with us, just leave us alone. Walk your way, don't kill us. Don't kill our daughters. Leave them alone. Let them live. They have a future. Thank you.
Okay.
All right, there you have it. Agnes Kavindu, the Machakos Senator, and Gloria Roba, nominated Senator, members of the Kenya Women Parliamentary Association, just coming out to criticize and condemn the case of gender-based violence that took the life of Ugandan Olympian Rebecca Cheptegei, who succumbed today early morning due to severe burns following a domestic altercation. More details to follow. But let's shift focus to other stories making headlines right now, where we'll take a look at the news roundup, where in other stories making headlines, the Kenyan chapter of Uganda's People Power movement has condemned